is what I went through. Finally, Bongo Ideas has written the full story of what happened to him on 14th March 2024, last 2 weeks, Thursday. He has written it's like 7 slides, and we'll go through it. Some people believe him, some people don't believe him. We will read their story together. I'm the Headless YouTuber, there's Headless Reactions. Alatai, Yanko! Just when I was about to record this video, I saw this comment on one of my videos about Bongo Ideas. And this is what the person said. You say you don't care about him. You even said he staged the whole thing. Yet you are here making stories about him. And this is the reply that I gave. I said that yes, because I don't make content for myself, but for my audience. And some people want the story. Do you think I'm interested in every story I cover on this channel? There are some stories I wouldn't even bother following if I weren't a YouTuber. This is the job, and I make content that people like, not only what I like. If I was making content that I like, I would do content about the trash pit and Shark Boy reaction. There are some stories that me personally, if I weren't a YouTuber, I would not even follow. Now if Yasha Senegal want to insult somebody, do I care? So now let's move on. This is the story that people want. If you don't want this story, you can let me know in the comment section and stop watching the video. So this is what Bongo Ideas has written on his Instagram. He said, this is what I went through. On the dawn of Thursday, March 14, 2024, around 2 to 3 a.m., while I was just dozing off in my couch, a group of suspected police officials invaded my house, or my home. Around 2 to 3. Now that he was dozing off. Being a cyberbully is not easy. It's very difficult work, yeah? Immediately, the entire household and some tenants in the house woke up and asked for their mission. They blatantly refused to answer them and moved straight to my door to break it. They banged in the first door thunderously and eventually broke it open with full combat force. How did they even know that that's your door? Did they just come straight? I woke up abruptly. You were dozing off. The people came. People were shouting. They broke your door. Now that you woke up. I woke up abruptly to check what was happening. There and then I was in the face so hard, pinched to the floor, on my back and neck like a George Floyd. And I was cuffed. I asked what my crime was, and the reply I received was 3 heavy from the supposed officers who were brandishing a rifle and pistols. Okay, they dragged me back into my bedroom, ransacked it hurriedly, and took my iPhone 12 Pro Max, MacBook Pro 2020 M1, my MTN Turbo router, itel YAM phone, and all my IDs, including my Ghana card, Visa cards, Voters ID, and NHI card. All my chargers were also taken. They took everything. A turbo net, the internet card, they took. In a Rambo style, I was dragged like a wanted fugitive into a minivan that looked like a police vehicle with no number plate. Okay, when the household requested for which station they were taking me to, they reluctantly said Central. Further questions from the fear-stricken crowd was ignored. Immediately, I was pushed into the vehicle, I was blindfolded, and a cover was put over my head. Then I was subjected to several physical by these men, who then revealed to me subtly that they weren't sanctioned police officers. One of the men said verbatim that you are very stupid for insulting my mother and you will pay for it with your. When you look at me, do I look like an ordinary police officer? I mustered courage and asked who his mother was. It just said, the thing has happened now, you don't even know who you have offended. By the way, he went berserk and reacted instantly by on the face multiple times and in the abdomen. I let out a yelp of pain. The car traveled for a while and a call came purportedly asking them to take a detour. I was then told that they were taking me to a river to put some in my head and then dump me. One of the men said, in quotes, let's just finish him off here and dump the body in the river. Nobody will even notice. I was told to say my final words as they pointed the erect pew-pew at my head. I went blank. After the men paced up and down for a while, contemplating on what to do to me when I'm eventually rendered lifeless, they somehow decided to put me back in the car. So these people came to your house unprepared. They didn't know they didn't have a plan. It's now that they wanted to take plans. Yanko, they said to me that they will be taking me to the northern region where I will be offed, and then they will put me down silently without trace. One said in Chi, and I quote, or say, we will add you to the accident victims, and then, okay, all of you go inside at once. I was then transported to an unknown location where I was carelessly pushed up a flight of stairs while still blindfolded and in cuffs. I hit my head against the pillars several times. One of the men said in Chi, Commander, we have brought him. The commander asked me to kneel and reveal my passwords. I refused, and once again I received some to my face, to my tummy, and at my back. I finally succumbed. So that's why they took the table net, so that they will connect to the internet there, use your own internet to erase your own. Okay. Nice. Yanko, also I asked that my items be given back to me after they were done with the search, cause I have nothing incriminating on them. The reply I sharply got was whether I wanted my items back or I wanted my life back, and I said both. Subsequently, I was taken out and down and then put into a different car other than the one that they brought me in. I was taken to another unknown location, still cuffed and blindfolded. After some minutes of a rough ride, I was given to another set of unknown individuals who took me to a room and locked me up. Now, before we continue the story, if you want to receive money from UK, USA, or Canada, use Lem-fai app. Lem-fai app comes with no service charges, and also their rates are the best in the market. So yes, use Lem-fai to send money from UK, USA, or Canada to 10 African countries, including Ghana and Nigeria. You can use my promo code Headless, and you get $30 cash back on your first transaction, which is $100 or above. You get $30 cash back if you use Headless promo code. So yes, you can go to the link in the description to download the app, or you can go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store to download the app. That's where I also receive money, and it's fast and reliable. After hours of being cuffed at the back, the metal started eating into my flesh, and I was feeling excruciating pain. I asked that the cuffs be made more flexible and that they should take me to the law court and charge me if I had committed any crime. Nobody was present to answer me, I realized. Due to the bad stench in the room, I threw up a couple of times. I could not sit nor stand. I leaned. I was sweating profusely with my face swollen like a thief who had been subjected to mob violence. I laid on my side in the cold room for more than 8 hours. I only heard distant chatter and approaching footsteps. Nobody said anything to me or told me why I was there. But they told you you've insulted their mother. At a point, I feared for my life, considering the fact that I was cuffed and powerless, bundled into a room and blindfolded, and didn't know if I were a sacrificial lamb being taken to the slaughterhouse. Later on, I was picked up like a log and put in another vehicle. The vehicle drove for a short while, and then I was given to a new set of individuals. So at this point, they've moved him like 4 times or 5 times. The people who came to pick him from his house, gave him to another squad, and then to another squad, and now to another squad. Okay, these individuals dragged me by the collar of my shirt and pushed me into their car. A new cover was put over my blindfolded face, which made it difficult for me to catch some breath. I suffocated silently. I sat in the middle of 2 men at the rear who pinched my leg to the carpet of the car with what felt like guns. My knees were hit from time to time as we journeyed. They said no words, and the interior of the car felt like Toyota V8 or an SUV. You sat in the car blindfolded, your hand behind you, nothing, you can't see anything, but you are sitting at the back seat between 2 men. But you can feel because of, the shocks and the way the car is moving smoothly and the way the seat is cushion, you can feel that it is V8 or SUV. Okay. These men drove me for over 30 minutes until they got to their destination. Then I was brought out and pushed into a room. A man came to give me further instructions and warnings. He said, and I quote, "Why do you insult the president of the country? A small boy like you should not have the audacity to criticize the president. If the economy is not working, does it call for insults? All your other friends will also be picked up and be disciplined in due time. Now, honestly speaking, I find this some way because Manasseh Azuri has been doing these things. He has not been kidnapped. A lot of people have been, criticizing the government. But at the end, then one of the boys subjected me to intense physical by hitting my cuffed hands with a stick until they become numb. More followed with every word that he said. Like you said that, why are you doing this? Oh yeah, kwasia. Maybe I now doing kwasia. Some our internet so that kind of Okay, yanko. My shin was hit until it started to. Then the hot words continued. The guy was still talking. He said, how much have you taken from the opposition? How much has Mahama and the NDC paid you to publish what you publish? Tell us now. Mention their names. Yo, Yanko, I had no answers for them and that exacerbated my plight. I was to a near pop. Then I was taken back into the vehicle. Now, this whole thing has been, now the whole thing is sounding like it's MPP people who are doing it. Because of the way he has written the story. Okay. Be sharing your views in the comment section what you think about this story. They got out, switched off the AC and closed the door. The heat in the car made me shout for help. I was literally losing my breath. All this while I was still cuffed and blindfolded. Then one of the men suggested that I be dropped at an unknown place at night. Hey, Chenru, you were put in the car with the AC off. You couldn't catch your breath, but still now you could hear what they were saying. Is it that they were standing by the car, they wanted you to hear their plan or what? Yo, young Kwadi, just a movie about the young Twasso. Also then, a new suggestion to drive me around for hours was rather taken. I asked where I were and one said, you are somewhere in the eastern region. Subsequently, the cuffs were removed. My swollen wrists and hands hung loosely. I was then tied up again with a rope, this time not with a handcuff but a rope at the back and pushed into the car. After several minutes of ride, I was brought out and abandoned in a forest near a path. They drove off speedily. I nodded my head vigorously until the blindfold started to loosen up. They had taken the cover off the blindfold, so it took me nearly a minute or so for it to drop off my face and eyes. I saw light for the first time since dawn. Now, you were in a room for 8 hours. You were put in a room for 8 hours and you didn't try to remove like the blindfold did anything. But they dropped you off in the forest and all of a sudden, like 1 minute, pa! I then picked up a stone to cut the rope. It was an effort in futility, but I persisted until it cut. Hollywood style. A good Samaritan, an Okada rider, felt pity judging by my state and brought me back home. So the person brought you back. Okay, uncle. He gave me his helmet and made me sleep on his back while I pointed out the directions to him. Sleeping on his back, on a moving motor. You were sleeping and pointing out directions at the same time. He later revealed to me that where I was dropped off by the, in quotes, kidnappers was Boteman racecourse. Okay. A day after, I went to the Soton police station to file a report and to write a statement. My family had already done that after visiting all police stations and not finding me the day before. I was subsequently admitted to the hospital. The police is currently investigating the incident, so I would like to keep the details thereof from the public. All the logins to my social media handles have been compromised and changed. The passwords to my iCloud, Google, and Twitter accounts have been altered, so I can't log in. Also, I had to get the police extract in order to get my Ghana card replacement so that I get my SIM card back, which ultimately helped me to log into my Instagram and Facebook accounts. I'm working to get my Twitter and Google accounts back, but in the meantime, thanks for your kind concern as I strive to make full recovery. Back again as soon as I can to come and bully Ghanaians. Hey, Ghana is not safe. I say Ghana is not safe, but personally, yeah, Ghana is the safest place anybody can be. Honestly speaking, it depends on what you are doing in Ghana. That's why Ghana is not safe for you. But these are just my concerns. Because if you are living your life, all of us have been complaining on the internet. All of us have been bashing the government. All of us, NSS people have not been paid. All of us are shouting. Doomso, all of us are shouting. Every single thing, all of us are shouting. But none of us have been kidnapped. None of us have been beaten. Why? Why only you? You didn't go and criticize the government. Your friend saying you went to insult, somebody posted his wife. And then you went to insult the wife. And when the president posted his wife's picture and said happy birthday, and how they go and say, why have you not paid the NSS people? Go and say, why is your government, why is the dollar so high? Go and say something related. But you went to say that trophy wife, she has not given you a child. You made Ghana not safe for you. Because some of us, we are living in Ghana, and to be truthful, Ghana is very peaceful and very safe. You can walk around freely. You can go and sit in a car and have a chat with a complete stranger. You can be in trouble. You were in trouble, and Okada rider came to save you. If Ghana is not safe, and when the Okada rider saw you, the Okada rider can run away. Ghana is a safe place. You made Ghana not safe for you because of the things you do. And I'm not even talking about the NDC or the NPP coming to beat you, like you've written in your email. But the way you've been insulting people, what if it's Nathan Kwao and his people came to catch you? They can beat you because it's not safe for you. You've insulted a lot of people. You have made Ghana not safe for you. All of us are in this Ghana. And yes, there are bad people everywhere. That's why we have burglar proof in our homes. But in general, generally speaking there, Ghana is a safe place. If you have made Ghana not safe for you because of the things you do on the internet, because you are moving to people and insulting people, going personal and attacking people personally, attacking their reputation, attacking their family members, their wives, insulting Ashantis, insulting Otumfo, comparing Otumfo to the king of Dubai, insulting people personally, and now you have made Ghana not safe for you, and this has happened to you. You are saying Ghana is not safe, as if we should all be scared and run away. All your family members who were sleeping in the house, they didn't come and kidnap anybody. Go to Nigeria and go and see. People will be sleeping, they'll come and carry the whole school. They'll come and carry everybody, kidnap 500 girls. It's not happening in Ghana. Ghana is safe. What have you done to warrant this? It's you that Ghana is not safe for. Because of the things that you are doing. If you get all your accounts back and you come back, come and do the same things again. We know you will do. But this story, me personally, like I said, I don't really care, I don't believe. But then, it's hot news. Go and read the description of this channel. We deal with trending news. If the news is trending, we'll talk about it. If the news is not trending, I don't have time to come and do a full story on you when you are not trending. So that's why I'm here. And the money is just the side of it. Watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. Don't forget to share your views in the comment section. And no. Yeah, then. Yeah,